Hey guys, this is Tajine Brown McBean from Money Coaching Services, and today's edition is for the business owners. Yes, business owners. We're going to deal with 10 of your small business pain points. Wow, what are those? And what suggestions can you get to improve your situation? All right, before we get into the details, I'd like you to hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you know when we are on. This is Tajine Brown McBean of Money Coaching Services, helping you with your finances, whether you are an individual with trying to manage your personal finances, or you're a business owner trying to get your business operations and sales on track. So let's get into the details. So, what is the number one of your pain points? Number one we have on our list today is you don't have enough money. Business owners, the best thing you can do, because what most business owners will have is a situation that each month is different from the other. So 1 month you earn more, 1 month you earn less. So my recommendation is that you set up a business savings account, right? So any month you earn more than you need to cover the business expenses, you put the money over to the business savings account. Why? You're trying to establish having money on hand for the month that your business sales are low, right? So what you never want is to run out of money. So set up a business savings account. The other thing you need to do, you need to know what is your total monthly expenses for the business. What does that look like, right? And say, for example, it is 500,000 per month. Then if you earn over that 500,000 per month, the excess will go into your savings account. So it will stay there until you reach to a month that you earn less than that 500,000. And then you will pull from the account to be able to cushion you for that particular month. All right? All right. So there are other things you can do. So as we go through each pain point, I'll give you suggestions as to what to do for each pain point. All right. So we are at number two. Number two pain point. Not able to get new customers. This is also a big one. How are you getting your customers? Gone are the days when people used to offer a service or a product and people see it advertised and they just buy. These days, a lot of selling is related to people trusting you, the business owner, trusting your brand, trusting that you are an individual, that whatever you say, your promise means something. Because all businesses are not created equally when it comes on to reputation, when it comes on to customer service, right? So this is a key and very important part of your business. Delivering high quality customer service so that you can get referrals from your clients. So set up some type of suggestion box if you're a brick and mortar store. If you're new age, as we say, you're only online, set up some type of survey where you ask your clients what it is that they like about your business, and if there are other areas or other things that you could offer, other products, other services that would make them want to refer your business, people. So you will get ideas from your customers because they are the right persons to ask, the persons you are serving, right? I, we have to bear in mind as business owners that yes, we have ideas and we think it's a great idea and this idea is going to sell us, which is the normal mindset for a business owner. When you come up with the ideas like we're on cloud nine. But the thing about it is that the reason why you sell the service is not always why the client buys, the customer buys. So you need to figure out why the customer buys and do some more marketing. All right. So I'm going to share my screen a little as it relates to that point of marketing because I want to show you, want to give you some idea. All right. So here now I'm on Amazon website. So what is this? This is a customized tablecloth with your business logo and image and your branding, right? So it don't necessarily have to be just a tablecloth. You can have the funnel feather banners. My mouth go in the opposite way. Anyway, yes, you can have other types of branded things. A good thing to do as a business owner also is to you should be wearing your branded t-shirts or branded shirts. The staff should be wearing branded shirts as well. And from time to time, when I say time to time, I mean at least probably once a month, you will go out into the community, set up a booth. You can, if you're a brick and mortar store and you're in a plaza, you just make the arrangement with the plaza owner to set up a booth and you sort out whatever arrangement. Some plazas will ask you to pay a small fee, like probably $10,000, to set up for the day so that you can tell persons about your business or so on. Or if you're going on a plaza that is not one that your business is located, the same thing would apply. So you'd have to speak to the property manager or the person in charge of those type of things so that you're able to set up your booth on the outside. Because a lot of plazas, people don't go to every store. So they might miss your store, right? And if they miss your store, they will miss the opportunity to interact with you and to buy the wonderful goods and services that you offer. So you have to go out on the front page, people. Go on the front page where you can get some attention for your business, right? All right, so this is just an idea just to tease the brain, right? And you can decide if on the day you're gonna bring any samples and so on for persons to try if your business allows that, or if you're gonna go with flyers, if you're a service organization, right? And it is not easy for them to easily sample your service on the road. You understand? So things like this, something that gets out in the public where persons can say, oh, I never knew that this company was around and I was looking for this, I was looking for that. You will hear people say that all the time because they don't know where to find you, right? So because they don't know where to find you now, you have to go out where the people are. So go out in the open spaces, go out on probably a Saturday if you work on Saturday. I know some business owners celebrate the Sabbath. So if you don't do a Saturday, you can probably do a Sunday or something like that. But make it a regular thing for you to be out in the public and the public knows about your business. This is basically free marketing. So if you don't have to pay for being on the plaza or being wherever you're gonna set up, it's free marketing and it is a good way to get more customers. All right. Now, number 3. So some of you have gotten these new customers and depending on the setup of your business, the customers are not coming back. So existing customers are not staying. You're not able to keep existing customers. So it could be a number of reasons, depending on the type of business you have. It could be one, customer service is not as good as it should be. They don't get clear information as to what it is you have to offer additional to what they have purchased originally, or they don't see where continuing to purchase the same goods or service over and over is beneficial to them, right? So if you're a business owner where your business has a product, and once the person use the product, there is no other way where logically that person would come back in, say, a month or 2 months period to come back and get your product. What will happen is that it is much harder for a business owner to acquire new customers. It is easy to resell a customer that has already bought from you. What that means, once they become a customer, it is your job to find out from them what it is they like about your business, how, if there are other services that could be offered that they would like, and you can even do a little survey, and they listen, man, you can do a little survey and you can ask them what products they would like or what service they would like and how much they would be willing to pay. And they will give you all the answers, people. You don't have to guess anything. No guessing. They will tell you. So just do a survey, do a little. You can send out something on the WhatsApp, or if you have an email list, you send out something in your email list, or you have social media on Facebook, you send out something on Facebook, and you do a little survey to say, okay, what is it that you want? What new product or service would you like to see that you don't see us offering right now? And how much would you pay for that service? And also, how often do you think you would be using that service? Would you be using it once a month, once every 3 months, once a year? So ask these questions so that the customers can tell you what it is they want, and all you need to do is just compare the responses and look at the most common responses and look for the consistency in the answers, and you create the product or service that the customer wants, right? As long as it is within your industry, right? So most times persons will suggest, so if you're in a accounting industry, they would suggest something additional to what you're doing. So probably you're only doing the bookkeeping and you have not done any tax. So they would like you to do their taxes for them, right? Or you're a business owner where you offer like hair and nails and so on type of service, but the customer wants more. They want more services to enhance their beauty, right? So when they tell you of these services now, you might, depending on the suggestion, you might need to go and get some more professional skills in order to offer the service. But in the long run, you will benefit from getting more consistent funding or more consistent clients coming back over and over again because you want that, right? In order to increase, they say the customer that pays is the customer that stays, right? So if they're not paying for the service, that means them soon gone. So they pay for the service 1 or 2 times and then they say, oh, but I don't need anything else. What else is there? Right? So that you can use that as an idea. So all right, we are at number 4. Number 4 is sales is too low. All right, people. Sometimes what you are offering, so what you are offering might be low, your charge, what you're offering, the item or the service might be very expensive. So it takes the customer a while to save up the money to pay for your service. So say, for example, you're doing some type of training, right? And you're going to charge a customer $200,000 for the training. Now, as I can see, not everybody will be able to just find that $200,000 just like that in a month. So it's going to take them a while to save the money. So if you're training as practical and theory, here is our suggestion. You could decide to split the training in 2. Why? If you split the training in 2, what will happen is that you can offer the theory training first as level 1 and the practical training as level 2, right? And then you can offer the theory training at a cheaper cost. So what will happen is that from they do the training for the theory part of it, they will naturally want to finish the course and do the second level, which is the practical part of the course. Make sense? All right. So this now will increase how much sales you are getting. So instead of them paying $200,000, right? What will happen is that for the theory part, say for example, you say, all right, I'm going to make them pay about $30,000 for the theory part or $50,000. And then when they finish that, I know that I will have these people lined up for when I'm going to have the practical training, which you know the practical training can be too far in the future, right? So it must be like probably a month or 2 months down the road, and then you do a little refresher of summarization of the theory before they go into the practical aspect of the training. So what will this do? It will allow you to get some more sales in the short term. And you need that because if, as you currently have this service, you're only getting paid like every 2 months or every 3 months is when they can actually fully afford the full amount for you to have the complement that you need to do the training. Then you're going to have some problems paying your staff, paying yourself, paying the bank, because the money is not flowing, the sales is not coming fast enough. It is too slow. And when it is too slow, regardless of how fast your money coming in, there are some expenses in the business that come every month. Every month they come, and that includes like your loans that you might have and so on for your business. So think about tweaking some of the ways you do things and look out for gaps in payment cycle. So the gaps in payment cycle mean if whatever you're offering, you say that there's a gap where it takes too long for your customers to actually pay, you need to figure out what is it that you can do or offer so that in first 14 days you have something that you can offer to them, right? And they will be able to pay because it's not very expensive, right? And it has another level to it. Or if you're not a training institution like what I just, the example I just gave, if your products are expensive, you might need to offer some more affordable products so that the affordable products, the regular customers, they purchase those every month, you understand? So that you have some cash flow coming in. And then the bigger ticket items now, when they come in every 3 months or so, you have a steady flow of cash coming into the business to service the needs of the business and to provide you with this additional sales that your business needs. Okay? All right. So number 6, not able to keep staff turnover too high. All right, so staff turnover might be high because of the point previously. You are not making enough sales, so probably you're not paying your staff on time. Not because you don't want to, but because you're not earning enough to pay them on time, right? It could be that the culture of your business, there is some misunderstanding. So you have not created what we call a business conduct. So some businesses, like I'm coming out of finance. So in finance, we generally have a code of conduct for the business. So when I was at Kosha, we had this book called Business Conduct. What it said is all the expectations you have of your staff and what conduct you expect. So they have to read and sign that they have read the business conduct so that everyone is behaving in the same manner based on the common things that might arise in the business, and they have an idea of how to behave or how to relate to those situations, right? So say they have an irate customer come in, oh, you did not fulfill my order, this, that. And you know, the customer service person is not equipped emotionally to address the individual. You will say to the individual, okay, if you think it is too pressuring for you to deal with this level of response from the client, this is the next step. Refer them to the supervisor and try to calm them down as best as possible and apologize for whatever the customer is complaining about, right? So most times it is something that is gone wrong on the part or because of some error that the business has made. Other times it can be an error in understanding on the customer's part, but they did not get any clear or any clarification as to what the expectation, what to expect. So probably the supervisor might be a better person to kind of break it down so that the customer understands that it was just a misunderstanding and now we are going to work together so that we can repair the relationship. So when I was at Scotiabank, I used to deal with some of the irate customers, and persons used to say to me, Tajin, why are you always dealing with the irate customers? And I said to them, the irate customers are the ones that want to stay. And they said, what do you mean? I said, think about it. If you have somebody complaining about something, right? In any type of relationship, they are complaining because they want the situation to change so that they can stay. Because the other alternative is that they would have just kissed them teeth and go on about them business. I said, I'm not buying anything from you again. And then I go walk and tell everybody in Jamaica, say the customer service not good, the products not good. Everybody that work at this institution no good. So that is why when I deal with the irate customers, the first thing I do is I calmly say to them, could you please tell me what happened? And when they say what happened, I will apologize on behalf of whosoever was dealing with them, on behalf of the bank. You understand? And then I said, okay, all right, now that I think I understand your situation, let me just repeat it to you just to make sure I understand. What I understand is what you're actually saying. Because sometimes, when you repeat back things to the customer, they realize that how they communicated the problem to you was not clear. And based on that, that was why the misunderstanding might have took place in the first place. So always repeat, you say to the customer, okay, let me just see if I understand. You repeat what your understanding of what the client said. And then you say to them, is that what you're saying? And they will either say yes, or they will say part of it is right, but this part, let me clear up this part a little more that you get a better understanding. Right? And here is where you save the relationship, because once the client decide that they no longer want to complain about anything, means the relationship done. And not only is the relationship finished with you and this client, it also means you have lost a client who it is going to cost you to replace. So it is cheaper to keep a customer than it is to get a new one. All right. So, yeah. So that could be the reason why the turnover, you have a high turnover with your staff, because they feel stressed out with the fact that they're not getting paid on time, or they can't deal with the customers when they come in to complain. So probably they need to do a little more training with them as it relates to what is expected and how to manage these emotional situations when the customer comes in or calls to complaints. All right, so number 7, the prices of your products and service is too low. Okay, so as a business owner, assessing the overall cost to run the business is what you should do first before you even think about pricing or anything like that. Assessing how much it's costing you each month. If you never got $1 from the customer, how much it would cost you every month to actually keep the business open. All right. Now that you have a figure, you need to add a percentage that you think will be in between what you desire as a business owner and what a little bit above what you think the customer can afford. All right, so if you are in an industry where you have other competitors, you can look at their pricing model, right? If you're starting a brand new business and you have no other person doing something similar, what you can do is actually ask the customer, do a survey. Do the survey, ask the customer, and what you're gonna do, you're with this survey, this one is different. This survey, you're gonna ask them, you're gonna give them your ideal price, you're gonna give them you're gonna give them a price that is higher than what you think they would pay or want to pay, but it still falls into an amount that would still be able to pay your bills. Because if you can't pay your bills, it no matter how much clients you have, because you won't be able to pay your bills after you won't be able to pay all of your bills when you collect these money from the customer, right? So if your price too low, it's not charity. But at the same time, you have to give value, and when you give value, it is good to get back value so that you can keep the business going. Can't price the business or products or services too low to help everybody, because you are not rich enough to help every poor person out there get your services. If you have one of those philanthropic hearts, you just have to make, if you want to give a donation somewhere, you give that separate and apart. But everyday transactions that is done cannot be seen as charity. You have to charge so that you can run your business and grow your business. All right, so that's a number 7. So number 8, nobody knows who you are. Nobody knows who you are, because from your start the business, you're in the office, you're in the AC, and you're waiting on customers to come. You put up your website, you're not doing any marketing at all, and you're not going out to speak to the schools, you're not going out to speak to the corporate people, you're not going anywhere except every day when lunchtime comes, you go and buy your lunch, and then you come back in and you pick up your foot, and you're pleased with yourself, and you say, I have a business. No. The only way people are going to know you is if you go to them. It is not normal for persons to come to you unless you are in a good location, in a high traffic location, and you're at the front. All right, so I'm going to give you an example. So I know somebody and she started a clothing business, right? So I said to her, why you never started before like about October so that October, November, December people buying for Christmas? She said, oh, this something they must sell. Must sell, people. All right? She said they must sell. So I didn't say anything after that. She started the store in February of the following year. And one day I went to look for her. And when I went into the plaza, the first entrance that was there, other clothing stores were there. So I had to go down about 5 or 6 shops through that door. She was located at the back, the very last. And you know, Jamaican people say, I don't know if the Americans are this way too when they shop. They don't like to shop in anywhere that look dark. They don't like to shop to go at the back of any complex to shop. They shop at the front stores. And normally, if it's an upstairs and downstairs complex, most people stay downstairs unless it is a service that they need. They have to get that service. You understand? Like it is a service like they're going to the dentist or they're going to a doctor and it's upstairs and that is the doctor they are comfortable using and so on, then they will go upstairs. But when they have no relationship with you, brand new to you, they are not going to come all the way around the back to speak to you when all the other clothing stores are around the front, people. Think about how you shop. Most people shop the same way. They don't like inconvenience. Most people shop at the front page or at the ground level. When they shop at the higher levels, as I said before, is because they have a preference for the shop or the store that is up there. Is or some people like to do window shopping. So they'll just walk out the plaza to see all the shops that are in the plaza. Everybody not see some. Not everybody does the window shopping. So outside of the window shopping type of people, nobody is going to find your store each up in a one corner. So for months, she didn't make much sales. And I said to her, because I went and I looked at it, the products I saw, her products, I said to her, all she was offering, the only payment option that was being offered is that people pay cash. And I said, seriously? You can't use cash alone because people not going to walk up and down with so much cash to spend at one location. So you have to think about that, business owners. How many different options do you have for your customers to pay? One, cash. Two, bank transfer. They transfer it to your bank account. So if you have a business bank account, you give them the business details. You send it by WhatsApp. You send it by email. You send it by SMS, text message, right? If you have PayPal, you send that. If you have um any other e-commerce like you have Stripe and I use Figaro. Figaro is an e-commerce platform that has the option of US and Jamaican currency. But I only opened a Jamaican business account. I didn't open a US business account. So I only accept with the Figaro app the e-commerce link in Jamaican dollars. So persons that send things to them in the email, in my email list, and promote a training or a one-to-one session for the business, for their business, and they pay by the e-commerce link. And those who are more comfortable with the bank transfer, they pay via bank transfer. So at all times, you as a business owner need to try to figure out how to make it easy for persons to find you, for persons to purchase, for persons to refer, and for persons to purchase again, repurchase. All right? All right, so we are at number 9, which is cash flow really tight, right? So the banks are calling for payment, but we just don't have the money to pay. So this is when your cash flow is serious, meaning nothing now work in a structured way. So maybe it is that whatever you have as a service or a product, it is too expensive that the demand for it is low, or the frequency of how they pay is long. So instead of you have monthly bills, and probably the service that you're offering, the normal time frame that people pay is 3 months. Now, what about the other 2 months? Where is the money going to come from to fill the other 2 months? You have to think about that, because you can't leave it blank. And every day that the bank does not get the money that they are supposed to get for their loans, or if you have a business credit card, they collect daily interest, daily interest. The interest on your loans are accrued daily, right? So you miss 1 month of payment, 2 months of payment, and then you're going to pay in the 3rd month. And then in the 3rd month, you have paid what you owed originally, plus basically 3 months of interest, right? It's a waste of money. So you are behind the curveball. You're not getting ahead. So you need to change something. You need to add something to the structure of your business to fill the missing slot, the missing month 1 and month 2. You need some service or product in that space for cash flow to become consistent. And number 10 is, after you go through all of that and you have tried a lot of different things but did not or were not successful, you may become frustrated. The thought might have crossed the mind that, okay, probably I need to pack up this and go find a 9-to-5 job, because expenses at home getting real. Expenses in the business getting real. You understand? And the expenses just piling up. And as a financial coach, I know that when the money is not coming in on time to pay either personal bills or business bills, it is stressful. It is overwhelming. All clients report being overwhelmed and frustrated when the cash flow part, when the sales, they're not making enough sales and they are not getting enough profit. So number 5 was your sales okay, but you're not making enough profit. So that means you're selling the product, but you're not covering the expenses of the business. You're not making enough to have excess so that you can grow the business. So let me just quickly run through. Number one, don't have enough money. You don't have any emergency fund for the business. Put something one side. Set up a business savings account. Number two, not able to get new customers. Go out and attract attention. Go out and get use low expense marketing strategies to make people aware that your business is there and that you can solve the problems they have. Right? Tell them what problems you solve for your clients. Number three, not able to keep existing customers. You might not be able to keep existing customers because they don't offer enough variations in your service for them to keep coming back. Probably your service is a one-time use. Now you need to figure out how to have other products and services that they will need over and over again. Number four, sales too low. Sales too low because you're not getting in enough traffic, you're not getting enough referrals, you're not out there, you're not visible, right? Number five, you might be getting the sales. Sales is okay, but profit sucks. You barely can see the profit. It stays so. Yeah? You feel like you're working for no reason because you just barely cover the overhead, you cover the overhead, and then you don't have anything left. Where's the profit to grow the business? So number six, not able to keep staff. Staff, as they come in, they're gone because they start get frustrated that the business don't have much structure and they don't feel safe. Remember, they are thinking about their future. They're not thinking about the future of your business. They think about their future first. Does this look like a business that they know what they are doing? That they are thinking about my future as a staff and putting things in place so that I can be here for the next 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. Number seven, pricing too low. Pricing too low and nobody knows about your pricing too low, you're not going to make no money. Number eight, nobody knows who you are. They don't know who you are. They don't know what you do. They don't even know that probably you have a service that they have been searching down the internet high and low to find this service because they have a problem that you can solve. So when you go out and tell the people, explain the pain points that you're solving. What are the problems you are solving for your customers? Are you a service business? What type of service? You help people have brighter smiles. You help people get back on track when they lose their work. You help them to find work. You educate them on what is supposed to be in their resume so that they are attractive to find work. Whatever the type of business you have, you need to make it public. You need to make it known that you offer this service, right? So staying in the office, and what you need to do too for number 8 is that you can go on Google, right? And search for businesses that you think would be interested in getting your service. And you call them up and say, okay, we offer this service. If you take up our offer in the next 3 days, you'll get like a 10% discount. People, you have to be proactive and you have to put some urgency when you are offering your service, because if people think you're going to be there forever, that is how long they're going to take to come back and buy. Because you're not going anywhere. There's no urgency to what you do. So you have to put some urgency and let them know, okay, this stock is going to run out. So you have to buy X, Y, and Z. We only have this amount. And you order your stocks based on the demand. I've been into stores and the stores are so crowded and dark. Like nobody wants to shop in a dark store. It's what it says to the customer is that nothing is being sold in this store because customers do not shop in confusion. And that looks like confusion when the store has too many things in there that you can barely walk in the store. Poor lighting. People can't even see what it is they are buying. They start getting afraid. So as they step in, as a matter of fact, as they put their foot through the door, the rest of the body don't come yet. And they look around and they just shake their head and step right back out. So even if you have something nice in there for them to see, to wear, to buy, they're not interested because you are saying that nobody wants what you are selling based on how you display what you have. But that is another thing. You have to make what you sell attractive to your clients. Number 9, cash flow is really tight. Cash flow is really tight, and the banks are calling you left, right, and center. That, my friend, will cause frustration, which is number 10. And frustration will let you say, oh, I can't bother with this. This is too much. So that is why you need someone, you need some perspective. You need someone on the outside looking in that is probably not so emotionally attached to the business to say, okay, maybe this area, you need to fix this area so that things can flow a little better. So we are doing a training, and our training is coming up on the 30th of June. The 30th of June is when we are doing our Grow Your Business training. Grow your business. So thinking small, you need to stop thinking small, people, and 10x your sales. We're going to give you the tools and the tips that you need to bring your business up to levels that you have not seen it before. Just by looking, we're going to be able to suggest things to you that's going to fast track your sales, fast track your customer, fast track keeping the customer. The more your customer is going to rebuy, and we're going to teach you how to price your products so that your customers keep coming back over and over again, right? So do you need a stress-free way to increase sales in your business? We can help. So this is a live training that we are doing on the 30th of June. It's going to be on Zoom. It's going to be on Zoom at 4 p.m. 4 p.m. And it is a 3-hour training, 3 hours of intense training, because when is it that you want to get more sales and more customers? Later or now? No, because now is the time that you want the sales so you can make the profit so that you can pay your bills. So join our training on the 30th of June, or you can start calling Money Coaching Services today. 876-499-6701. That's our number. 876 4996701. You can call us so that we can help you with business coaching. So we do business coaching for business owners. You can do a 1 month and go through everything that it is that you do, your operations and so on, show you where the weaknesses are, give you the suggestions to get rid of those problems so that you have a structure for your business and you have systems in your business that make you work less and earn more. That is what you want business owners to work less and earn more, because now you'll be able to scale your business from the level that it is at now to a 10x level, 10 times what you are earning now. It is possible, but it is not possible if you keep repeating the same old steps over and over again. Something needs to change. Something needs to change. And if you want sales now, then call us now. 876-499-6701. So this is our tips and tools to help you solve these common pain points that small businesses have, right? We're going to list it in the About section, and you can type in the comments if you are having all of these problems. So if you have all of them from 1 to 10, you type 10. If you have just 3 of them, you type 3. Or if you want to say which one you're having, you type that as well. If you're having not getting new customers, you type that. But we want you to interact with us so that we know that we are giving you value. We are not going to know if we are giving you value if you just watch the tape, if you just watch the recordings, and you don't like, you don't subscribe, you don't comment. We don't know how much impact we are having on you. And we want to know what level of impact we are having on you so that we can give you more. So we are setting the foundation by giving you these tips so that you can start using them today in your business. And if you need more, you can join us for the training. You can visit our website, moneycoachingservices.com/class, and you will see the business class. And for those of you, you can't wait because that is 7 days away, right? You want someone to help you like tomorrow, or even today, right? Call 876-499-6701. Thank you guys for joining me. And business owners, we want to see you 10x your business. It's time to scale. No 9 to 5 frustration, right? We're not going to make you get frustrated that you have to go to a 9 to 5 business. We are going to help you create the business of your dreams so that you have something that you can be proud of. You can pat yourself on the back for putting in the effort to start your business. We're going to be the support you need, the coaching you need, and the guidance you need to take your business to the next level. And as usual, guys, have a great day.